Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got a story for you.
Once upon a time in forest in West Africa, in the forest of danger and death, there was a hunter hunting for food in the forest when he saw a tree in the clearing and there was a skull underneath it. And he walked over to the skull and said,
"Poor man, what brought you here?"
And then the skull said to him,
"Talking brought me here."
The man felt crazy, so he asked the skull again, "What brought you here?"
"Talking brought me here. If you have any sense, you'll keep your mouth shut."
And the hunter ran off and panicking to the chief and said to the chief, I found a skull what talks. And he's like, "I like your stories, but don't lie. I'm not lying, I swear." So then he brings the hunter shows the chief where it is, but the chief brought his guards with all their pointy swords.
He says to the skull, "What brought you here?"
And the skull said nothing. He was a bit nervous, he was shaking. So then he asked the skull again, "What brought you here?" The skull said nothing.
The hunter was getting really anxious and tried it one more time, but the skull replied and said nothing.
And then the chief said to the hunter, "I'm fed up of your lies and stories. If you tell any more lies, I will have to behead you." And the hunter says, "No, chief, I've really found a talking skull."
So then he asks him again, the skull, but the skull didn't answer. So the chief beheaded the huntsman. And then when the huntsman and the guards were gone, the skull said,
"Poor man, what brought you here?"
And the huntsman said, "Talking brought me here." Then the skull said, "I told you to keep your mouth shut."